I thought our offense did a really good job battling throughout the whole game and kind of putting guys in scoring position. We just couldn't get the hits when we needed it, and I thought Portland did a really good job today. They got guys in scoring position. They kind of competed offensively and found a way to get the hit when they needed it. And you know what? You got to tip your hats off to them. They played really tough 3 games, and I'm just happy we came out with the series win.
And a very competitive series, like you said. How important was it for you to get those 2 wins yesterday? In the way the series went, with every game being so close.
Oh, I think every win right now is important, especially in this conference with the amount of pitching that's out there in our conference. When you can take 2 from a team like this with probably one of the lowest ERAs in the country, I don't see how I can be upset about it. So, we took 2 out of 3, and I'm happy with that. So we're going to move on.
And how do you feel about your team? It's a little bit over halfway. You played a very tough non-conference schedule. The West Coast Conference has been really tough so far. How do you feel your team is kind of looking as far as postseason potential?
You know what? I think we're getting better. There's certain areas. We suffered a couple tough injuries along the way, which we'll hopefully get back here soon. But I think overall, I'm fairly excited with how our guys are performing. I just think we have a lot of young guys, and I think they're kind of hitting that mid-season stride to where it's a tough grind for them. And so I think some of them went through it a little bit earlier, and now they're kind of recovering from it. So, but I really like what I'm seeing. They're a tough group, and they're fun.
Joe Sever's performance today. How important is he in the middle of the lineup? Yesterday he had 4 hits in the first game. He gets 3 hits today. He's on base every time. It just seems like every game he's just providing something for you.
No, he gets himself in a really good position to hit on all pitches, and that's one of the keys to being a very good hitter is, not just only being able to hit one pitch and being able to swim. He recognizes a lot of pitches, and he does a really good job, and when he doesn't get hits, he usually lands pretty good swings on balls. So, he just does a phenomenal job, and he's been very consistent for it, which is huge.
And then you decided to go with Eric Karch there in the 10th inning, coming off of pitching over 3 innings yesterday. Was there any second guessing after that?
No, not at all. Eric's done a really good job for us. His arm is very resilient, and he's a very competitive guy. I mean, he was doing just fine. He kind of lost his command a little bit, so we brought in somebody else. But you know what? He's a very competitive guy, and I like what I see out there, and I'd never second guess that.